Steve, bad luck again today. I suppose you'd say at 3 o'clock, a point here might be quite good, but to concede in the 94th minute, of course, is more frustrating when we could have won.
Yeah, of course, you know. And as I said to one of our fans, which does grate me sometimes because you can hear everything, same old story. As I said to him, I don't tell the players at half-time to go out and give the ball back cheaply to the opposition. I've got to find a way of them stop doing that. It's nothing to do with systems, nothing to do with anything other than them not having their own belief. Because when everyone's pushing forward, there's little spaces we can play the ball. And what we do is we panic and give it straight back to them, which means we sit deeper and deeper and deeper because we're not retaining the ball. And I try to say that to that fan, which is in a minority mainly, and he's right to his own opinion. But if you ask any of them players, I do not tell them after half time when we're 1-0 up or 2-0 up, go out and defend the lead. What it was our inability to keep the ball and our inability to be brave and create chances like we did in the first half. Now that's nothing to do with me, Barry, any of the staff. That's down to the players out on the pitch taking their own responsibility. You know, at one stage they were 4-2-4. So there's spaces that we can play one wide players. We didn't do that. We kept giving it back to them cheaply, giving them cheap free kicks, and they're going to put balls in our box. So, like I say, I appreciate the other fans coming over and sort of like telling me just go away, don't worry about it. But it grates on me sometimes that, because it's like I'm telling the players to do that. If I was, I'd have held my hands up and said to the fella, yeah, that's my fault, I've told him to sit deep. But I didn't. It's how I contradicted myself, which I haven't, because there's times where you can sit back when you're comfortable. We weren't comfortable in that game. We would have been if we had played our normal way in the first half and got another two goals, which we were capable of doing. But when you give teams pressure after pressure after pressure, Tony says he was pushed in the back when he came to claim the ball. The ref hasn't seen it, it's 1-1. So, getting back to your original question, I've gone a long way around it. A point away from home you take all day long. Like I've said to them in there, you've got to now turn 3 points at home. Unbeaten in 3. I don't know if we've gone up anywhere in the league, but we're in a good place at the minute. Not necessarily with conceding last minute goals, but we're in a good place that we're not getting beat. And if you continue to do that without getting beat, you're on the right track.
First half hour, we looked very comfortable, didn't we?
Yes, and I felt after the first half hour, which again I said to them at half time, we stopped doing how we was getting success, and that was playing down the sides of the three centre halves, because they played 3 at the back. We decided it's too easy, so we start having 2, 3, 4 touches. Getting caught gives them momentum, gives them a bit of initiative, and puts you on the back foot. Whereas if we continued doing Tottenham score, if we continued doing for the last 15 minutes of the first half, we would have been alright. But we didn't. We took our foot off the pedal, started doing things differently, and as a manager you can only shout on the sidelines and tell them what to do. They take it upon themselves, and like I say, if they keep doing that, then we have to change it.
Now, there was certainly no doubt about Bluey's goal. Excellent strike. The keeper might have been unsighted, but a very clean goal indeed. Now, their goal, somebody said a flag went up. What did you make of it? Someone said the ball hardly crossed the line. Any thoughts on their goal? I mean, the ref's given it, it's too late.
The linesman's given it, the ref's given it, I don't know. The flag did go up, whether it was for him to signal that it did go over the line, I'm not sure. But let's get it right, Jim. We had 2 or 3 penalty shouts in the first half, but at least one of them you'd expect to be given. All in all, we've done well, first half. If they give the ball back cheaply, we're going to be defending and defending. And I said to her, I've got good players in there that like to keep the ball. But what can I do as a manager apart from change the whole thing, you know? Louis played out on the right and Nick Wheeler on the left because the work rate that they put up against their white players. And I thought they were remarkable today, you know? Sent Bradley on to use his pace because Alex was on a booking and the ref said to him, any more attempted challenges that you get wrong, you're off the pitch. Couldn't afford to do that. And he can't even go for his challenges as he likes to because he's on a knife hook. So I put Bradley up front, thought we'd use his pace. Bearing in mind he's only just come back from 5 weeks out. he done okay. Then put Luke Allen on so we can retain the ball again, like I did the other night. But if they don't want to retain the ball, there's nothing we can do about it as a staff. At that moment, what we have to do is put our thinking heads together and think what system we can do when we are 1-0 up, looking for the second goal, to basically make us look after the ball.
Fifo had to go off. Is he okay? Was that just
No,
precautionary?
his knees started to swell up a little bit.
Yeah.
Again, that's his third game in a week after a long layoff. But great to see Parky back on the pitch.
Yes, definitely. No, he looked very good, didn't he?
Who?
Parky.
Yeah, he looked like he hadn't been away. You know, he's needs a couple of games to get into it. But again, you know, I thought the two centre midfielders done well on Tuesday. They've done well again today. You know, and it's time for me to have a look and see what the best partnership's going to be.
Whatever the end result today, and it's slightly disappointing. I mean, great for you to have a full or nearly a full squad back in
Looking at the
contention.
bench, you know, I'll make the changes. I'll make the changes that were forced changes again, by the way, for certain reasons. And like I say, it's good to have them options. You know, Leeston's off now because they drew, so we prepare now all week for Bognor at home.
Okay, well, that's an exciting match coming up. Well done for getting a point up here, and we'll hope for not to concede any more late goals against Bognor.